So my future financially literate student, do you understand all of the concepts that were required of you to read over last night?
Yes, I did read them, but I do not understand why I have to. I am only in high school. This is all so stupid.
Well, what do you think is stupid?
Everything, Mrs. Arnold. I tried to read over the chapters, but nothing made sense to me. I don't even know why we have to learn about debt and becoming financially literate anyways.
Well, my dear, all of these concepts are an important part of life. One day you will have to start making decisions for yourself, like how many credit cards you own in college or how to buy and make payments on a future home. These are the everyday situations that you will go through in life, and it is vital that you understand what it means to be a financial literate citizen.
What does financially literate mean anyways, Mrs. Arnold?
It means to be able to understand your personal finances so as to make you more informed in making financial decisions. Being financially knowledgeable can help to invest and budget our everyday lives. What do you want to be when you grow up, my dear student?
I want to be the president of a successful company.
Well, in order to run a company, there is much needed financial management. For example, you would need to deal with large amounts of money to pay your employees and be able to budget efficiently.
Budget efficiently?
Yes. It is important to know how much money you are able to spend. You should be careful not to spend too much money and be able to make financial decisions that will help better the company so that you do not fall into debt.
So you are saying that all this stuff about early financial planning is not hocus pocus? It really does matter?
Of course it matters.
Wow, you really put it in perspective for me. This money stuff really is important. If I don't go to college, then I won't get a degree and become the person that I want to be later on in life. But Mrs. Arnold, why haven't I learned about this earlier?
Because it is hard to incorporate this kind of education into your school curriculum. This is the earliest the school board believes that you are able to understand this type of curriculum. But in my opinion, I believe small portions of exposure in elementary school and throughout your high school years will facilitate and make it easier to learn for you students, which is why I am so glad that the school has started programs just like this one. It is a step in the right direction.
That makes sense. So you think the earlier we students start to learn about this kind of stuff, the better prepared we will be?
Yes, this is exactly what I think. And you know what else?
What else, Mrs. Arnold?
This whole financial literacy situation doesn't just stop with you. It branches out and extends to everyone, to our entire nation. We need to look at the bigger picture. What will happen if our whole nation does not develop these skills? Then think about what will happen to the economy. The lack of financial literacy in our country has contributed to us being so outrageously lost in debt.
This is incredibly interesting. So you're saying, for example, that the high rate of home foreclosures somehow relates directly to people not understanding how to deal with money?
People don't know how to manage their money, so they don't pay their mortgages or pay back their loans, which unfortunately leaves them without a home. When people are buried in debt, they oftentimes are forced into difficult situations where they have to decide which of the necessities of life they will be able to get and the ones they will have to live without. So you see how financial literacy affects all aspects of your life, and that is why it is important to start early so that you don't run into trouble in the future.
Well, thank you for opening my eyes and helping me realize that this is not just something that I should take lightly. This is key to becoming successful. Thank you, Mrs. Arnold. I appreciate all the information.